How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We're going to pretty much stick with the similar build that we had last stream. We're gonna make some minor tweaks. So one of my buddies who's been kind of in the stream pretty often, Martin Devlin. He actually played his list a couple leagues ago on stream, and he actually went 4-1 back to back with a build similar to this. So we're gonna try, like, we actually kind of our his build versus my build has been very similar. We're off by a couple cards, but I'm gonna change a little bit of a couple things compared to his list. The first thing is the mana base. I want to incorporate the concealed courtyards because we do have turn one prismatic ending, and being able to cast this on turn one to tag like a Ragavan or just any of these one drops, Darcy. Being able to do that painlessly and have black mana on turn one is going to be pretty clutch. So I changed the meta base. If I recall, there are 18 black sources, including the Triome, but you only need 14 black sources were turn one discard. So we have and 18 black sources is enough for turn two Liliana consistently. The other thing is we also have 16 white and 16 green sources. Before we only had 14 white sources, which I think wasn't enough for Sanctifier Invec. And even something like Timeless Dragon where we want to like Eternalize, sometimes it was a little sketchy, but even like hard casting the 5/5 side, having double white for that is going to be helpful. And the main change is really just the Horizon Cannabis. Hey, John, thank you for the sub, buddy. 14 months. Dang, that's a long time. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Appreciate it. So the main change is really the Horizon Canopy and the two courtyards. So instead of three blooming marshes, we have two courtyards. And then it was like a sign clearing or it could be a nurturing paintland, but we have a Horizon Canopy as like the splash color, which is why we have 18 black sources. We have a treetop village for the mainland slot just because it beats pretty hard. The main thing I am testing is the Kaya Orzhov Usurper main. That is something that Martin has tested as well in his list that went 4-1 back to back. So we're going to be trying that. Sideboard's pretty much the same. We have two Damping Spear because there's a lot of Tron online, I've noticed. I think in Martin's list he has like a Kataki and like a Sword of Feast of Famine, I think, in the side. So that's kind of the main differences from when he went for one. He just kind of just been telling me how his leagues have been going. So that's kind of my changes. So we're just testing out. So TLDR, the main thing is just an updated mana base with concealed courtyards, Horizon Canopy as the crackland, and testing Kaya main. I think the sideboard's pretty much the same from last stream. How's it going, Salty Saint Nick? Your main looks light for Force Vicar. It is. So in my other list, I actually have like a second decay over Kaya. That being said, it's we in those type of lists we board in the two grist and the two endurances. So like for post board like configurations, like we're boarding into these 6 green cards in. So the main does look a little sketchy for force, but that's not like we don't have force main, so it doesn't matter. It's like what do your post board configurations look like, and in which case, if you add 6 of these cards into it, which is more often than not what we board in against like Hammer, Tron, etc., like then it looks a little bit okay. On top of that, force is just hard casting is also like very doable, and in our deck we're trying to slow them down anyway. But yeah, we'll give this a go. Let's this is not the list I want to play. I want to play this list. This is the one with Kaya Man, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Something that it's kind of a knee-jerk reaction that even I had myself, Salty Sanic, and something definitely worth pointing out too, right? You definitely want to have enough green cards, and it's one of those things where like we don't need to cast this force for free technically on turn one. I think you need like 14 blue cards if I remember correctly. And like post board, we are kind of close, but like the numbers get a little bit easier when you don't need a caster on turn one. Because a lot of people compare it to like Force of Will, which makes sense in Legacy where you want to protect yourself from turn one. But in this where we're like, you know, you probably want to tag it as a Saga on turn three. In which case it's probably fine. Hopefully we're not against Jeskai control, because it's pretty bad. This is kind of a dead card if that's the case. But we're gonna play a treetop, just tap, just because we can. We don't have a 2-drop, so like there's no need to like play a courtyard. We could probably play the courtyard in case they do play something on turn 2. That's a 1-drop. Like if they like somehow have a monkey or something, but it's gonna be interesting. Try to figure out what gives the least amount of information. Kind of want to just go play basic swamp and pass. This punishes us if we draw like another courtyard, so maybe we just play courtyard and pass. I think it's probably just courtyard and pass, maybe by just overthinking it. Because if we draw another courtyard or blooming marsh, we don't want to play that anyway. Probably end up. So we both would just haven't done anything first couple turns. Let's slam the Lingering Souls. This looks like some sort of control deck. They just didn't cast anything in the first 2 turns, yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's like Jeskai, potentially Esper. Probably just Esper. Yeah, it's just Esper. Jace. I wonder if they'll brainstorm. Because like we're kind of considering that we do have the green source, which is actually kind of nice. Because we just attack this Jace down. And not have to spend this Vindicate, right? But this is a pretty awful matchup, unfortunately. Let's have like a Solitude. That would be the worst. They do have the Solitude. Wow. Okay, well, hopefully they don't have another counter spell for this Vindicate. So our turn's pretty planned out. We just Vindicate and then we slam Batter Skull. Hopefully we somehow get there. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell, which I highly doubt since they just brainstormed twice. Yeah. Just gonna Fatal Push this now, just so I can F6. I don't want them to like Cryptic bounce this Snapcaster either. We're kind of in garbage time right now. Like a third Brainstorm. We need to like top deck a Vindicate. And hopefully they... But the fact that they didn't like shuffle away just means their hand is just loaded. Okay, this is actually good information that they're on Stoneblade. Very good information. Batter Skull. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this. I'm just gonna... We could like go Stoneforge was Lingering Souls. I think it's just kind of worth playing out. If they counter this, then I'm just gonna concede. Do they have a removal spell in response? Because I could try to get a Cauldron here. I could also try to decay this too, but I don't think it's worth it because they can just hard cast the Batter Skull. I guess it is worth decaying this, I think. Yeah, I think it's worth decaying this. Okay. I guess we're not far off from just hard casting this Cauldron either. We're 1 mana short from going like Batterskull plus Lingering Souls. Kaya. So I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna go Lingering Souls plus Kaya. Since they can like answer the Batterskull anyway, it doesn't really do anything. So I had a decay over this, but this looks slightly better in this slot, obviously. The counter bouncing. I like how Moda doesn't tell us what modes these are. Unfortunate. Okay, you got it. How's it going, Max? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I was subtly rooting for you in the mocks. I know you. I think you played in it, right? Definitely was rooting for you for sure. 2, 3. So we have hopes of top decking a land, hard casting this, hoping this resolves, and taking on the Jace. Very unlikely though. The fact that they can't activate this castle is pretty funny. Interesting. If I draw like a Stoneforge Mystic, I might go Stoneforge Mystic plus Batterskull. Actually, I can't. I don't have enough mana to do both. Discard Spell would be great, actually. Yeah, we need to draw a land. That's good too. Because then we can just slam a Batterskull. But then they can just Jace bounce. Still bad. Like, this is not a very good position to be in. Oh my. They can just take our Germ. That's really funny. They can just take our Germ. We don't have much in terms of like sideboarding. Cut the push, cut the decay. We could bring in Sanctifiers just because it stops drown and push or like getting snapped or whatever. So this is a consideration. Cut the dam. I can see Guile getting cut because Guile is kind of unimpressive too. Like, I feel like Endurance is a more so I bring on the Guile, right? I think everything else is okay. I guess we don't want these endings. So I guess we board the Guile back in. How's it going to the 6th stage? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I always forget to board out these endings of these matchups because they're like tucked here. It's like we're definitely not prepared for this control matchup. I feel like I need something in the board for this. Like, I guess we already have the 2 Grist, but like this is kind of like we have 58 cards and it's like the last 2 cards are just like not good. Yeah, how's it going, Rounsley? 13 months. Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna burn out the decay. I kind of wish like I had like spell bombs. Just to like have something, but I guess that's already like the endurance slot. I think I need to rethink and have something for this matchup. I feel like do we just board in a blind explosive? Maybe just a 1 brine pending for like Teferi, like little Teferi, right? What do you mean I dropped the plating? What does that mean? What do you mean by that, Statistics H? I think let's roll it. We have essentially 2 dead cards in this matchup, which is unfortunate. Very 3-drop heavy for sure. But we're gonna keep it. Hopefully we can win off the back of these powerful 3-drops. Don't think we care about any of these. I actually think we just take the Stoneforge here. And we can just ignore, like, the Fatal Push, Snap, Fatal Push. I think we get the Stoneforge. It's, like, the most, like, aggressive card. Oh, yeah. In your, like, artifact-based list. Interesting. Because you had, like, Nettle Cyst, too, right? Let me do that. Land would be great. Just so if we don't hit the 3rd land drop, we're probably going to lose if they draw theirs. If they hit their land drops and we don't, we're probably dead. Land. Okay, well that gets pushed. We haven't been able to hit our 3rd land drop like ever. Which is a theme in like the stream in the past like month, literally. Oh, nice. I've seen that look like card all over the place too, so I'm glad it's like working out for you. Okay, they drew their 3rd land. This is kind of the thing that I hate about Abzan that I know people love suggesting. People love suggesting all these 3-drops like Kaya and like Endurance and all this and that, and it's like this is the problem where like it's just we literally can't cast anything. You know, it's kind of like, oh, like you need more Vindicates, you need more Kaya's Guile, you know, Lingering Soul, Skyclave Apparition, etc., and it's like you can't. This is like the point, case in point of just like why you can't build your deck like this. Like it's just not feasible, especially with how low they got Modern is right now too, and now they're gonna slam with Jace. I might just concede here, honestly. That's kind of a cool borderless Jace. Abzan 3-drop title, yeah. Like people love their 3-drops in Abzan, and it's just like you need to be a little bit more disciplined in your deck building, right? You can't just like be like willy nilly with your 3-drops. I might cast a Kai here. They're actually kind of like pretty close. So let's actually just exile both of these. Like this Kaya actually might do work. Like if we can get it on the ultimating her, it's gonna be pretty. She could definitely steal this game for us for sure. May I suggest the best 3-drop value creature? Oh no, I'm afraid what your interest is gonna be raw Optimus Prime. Vindicate has felt terrible as of late. Yeah, Vindicate has been kind of awkward for sure. This actually can become a 4/4. Oh man, that's awkward too. Because we can Liliana minus, and this I guess this Gideon won't take down this Kaya completely. So we can go like Liliana minus. Sure. We can go Liliana minus. Hope they don't have the land for Cauldra eventually. They can turn Gideon into a 4/4 and attack. Honestly, I was like thinking of making a list of kind of built around Chalice actually. So it's like it's kind of like Legacy Maverick. I don't think it's that great. Let's split the Stoneforge into 2 different piles. So we gain 2 life separately. But I was like toying with that idea. Okay. I wonder what they'll attack. I kind of wish I kept in more pendings, I guess. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of weird mixing all those cards together, though. And, like, Knight of the Red Color just is awkwardly just, like, not that great in a Modern. Like, you think it'd be decent, but it's, like, awkward, right? Oh. Oh, we're just so close to ultimating here. I wish we had like some sort of exile effect. But now they're like 1 land away from Cauldron too. I think our hope is just like slam a Grist and plus. And just hope they don't have a second 7 land drop. Okay. We go 1-1. All the value, but we can't flash it back. So we could Kaya them, put them to 3. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's still worth just plussing here. Kaya's like pulling weight, giving us a shot here. Uh-oh. Never mind. Now we have no shot. Yeah. It's like the card is just like needs some more, right? And it's like 3 mana is just a lot to ask for when you need to untap, you know? How's it going, Etherealites? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I mean, this Kaya has been pretty impressive. Like, she's giving us a shot. They shuffled this away. They don't attack. Oh, I don't... You're right, Zeroff, but I think they're going to attack the Kaya down to a point where we can't ultimate anymore. And, like, they're going to gain 3 anyway. So... I think we're in garbage time here. We could, like, try to protect the fort here. Go, like, Goyf plus Lingering Souls. And, like, really just try to, but, like, now they just Cauldra. So, like, we really can't do anything. We can't really protect this guy. I think this is garbage time. So it's like Esper Stoneblade, splashing red for Prismatic Ending, I presume. Let's just call it. Let's just call it. I mean, if we might have had a chance if we had a 3rd land drop and we just slammed any of our walkers and got to like untap with it. Honestly, any of them. Probably preferably Grist just to get bodies on the board. But like not missing our 3rd land drop there, like really is literally just and just having all these 3 drops right here is why we just lost that game. I'm also kind of like, it kind of like the deck is just so clunky, and it makes me want to try like the Abzan list that like 5-0 the challenge, not 5-0, got placed in the challenge. They got like 26th. I guess posted in the Discord that Exile in the Discord posted, and it's like it's Lurrus as a companion, so like you definitely have keep this with auto removal. Definitely has like definitely over the ground, right? Blooming Marsh. You're not wrong about Ignoble. Oh, so it's just Yawg. Push this. Yeah, I know a lot of people. I know Rosander, you've been really high on Yawg. Ignoble. Sorry. We're gonna fucking pawns with our ass right now. We're gonna just pawns of them. We're just gonna pawns of. Oh, they had the land. Fine. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. I wonder if it's worth... I found the opposite. I feel like it's smooth without it. Like having it, like, and then having the hierarch die and gets stuck on 2 lands sucks. And that always happens to me. I think I told that to you, Rounsley. I'm trying to figure out if I want to ending this plant. Let's attack first. If they block, it's fine. If they don't block, then... I don't think it's worth ending, so let's just pass. Or guiling it either. Interesting. We're gonna fetch here. I mean, they could cord for 2. Trying to figure out if I want to ending this plant. Because if they court for 2... But like, I kind of want to see the prismatic in for like a Stingeroo guys. And we can just attack through it. So we'll just do that. We'll just pass. I guess they could get a wall of roots if they really wanted to. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I think we're just gonna first off just damn this Yawg here. Oh god, I have a other. Let's just core for 2, sure. That's awkward. Now we can't attack. Trying to figure out what we end here. I guess I could also Inquisition too. Maybe the correct play is the Inquisition, actually, then try to deal with the board, because we're not going to attack anyway. They have another Yawg. Oh, this game is over. Yeah, this... They missed their land drop, and then they went land, and got to cast Yawg, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Like this, we need another. I don't even know what we need. That helps. That helps a lot, actually. We need a removal spell for that Yawgmoth, though. How's it going, House of Meta? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, crap. I wanted to respond here. Doesn't really matter, actually. We just need to dodge Giraffe's Messenger, I guess. Yeah, Sam he's a pretty good Magic player. And of course we're gonna queue up our classic shitty Abzan deck against them. Okay. Got it. So the way we win this game is we make a flyer with Kaya's Guile, and then we just hopefully draw equipment plus land. Well, never mind that plan is gone now. Not being able to answer the second Yawg with our terrible spells is awkward. That is the question. Now, but then they can just like ping it down with the Yawgmoth. Let's just pack it. We tried to cheese a win and vindicate a land when they missed the third land drop. We put them back down to 2, and then just didn't matter. Just did not matter. I haven't been able to win recently, though. That's the problem. That's the problem, House. MH2, we got a lot of tools from MH2, and I don't think I found out a winning formula for this archetype, sadly. Unfortunately. I mean, we tried to do the mana down plan, because like once they slam a Yawg, we just cannot win, right? This matchup definitely makes me miss stuff like Dolphy Voidwalker. I'm gonna trim Inquisitions here. Keep the Thoughtseizes for Yawg. That's like the main card we gotta look out for, I think. That's not true. I think having I think I found the winning formula of like Yorion pre MH2. And like after MH2 I just haven't found like a winning formula. You know what gets fourth color friending? You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong there. You're definitely not wrong. Definitely want the second dam. I will hold that forever against your house, and I hope I never face against you again, so I can keep that against over your head for the rest of our lives. I think we're gonna cut Timeless. I don't think it's gonna do enough. I'm gonna probably cut a Grist. Q-Snipe. I'm sweaty. I don't think you need a Q-Snipe to beat me, though. I think that's the kind of general consensus here. So, do we go on the mana denial plan? I think so. Sorry, I thought I heard something. I guess we can just decay it. I think we want to be on the mana denial plan. We don't want them to like turn 2 Grist or anything, right? Or like be able to like Eldritch Evolution for anything. So here we're just gonna sack, make a 1/1. Dogs. For the record, that's not my dog, it's my neighbor's dog. Okay. Land? Ah, so close to just blowing them out, huh? It's just one of those things where we're just never gonna get it. But I really like that second land. I think we're still gonna Eon too. Because like we want to wipe their board and then have leftovers, right? Always have the Yawg. Always have the Yawg. Well, we're gonna have to vindicate that, so without further ado, don't think about it too much. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cord for 3. Okay. Really wish I could have the 4th land to blow up these walls so they can cord for anything. Okay. What sucks is like once they stick a Yawgmoth too, it's like this engine just so good. That helps. That certainly helps. That does not help. We're gonna have to take that. Go to 3. No bueno. Just this is just Oh, it's Prohuman. Good call. Good call. I'm thinking about switching decks. Just obviously just not looking good. I think this build is just not for me. It's just not working out. Oh, is that a mod? Did that go through? Did that go through? Wait. It says you already are. Oh, okay. It just took a second. Just took a second. Only honestly, I haven't been realizing. He could have just asked a long time ago. Oh god. This is a great showing by the deck. Great showing. I think I need to try something different. I think I've been trying to jam the same thing over and over and over again, and it's just like trying to expect a different result is just the cliche of the definition of insanity. I think I just have to take the Ragavan here. Because if I take the Thoughtseize, they Ragavan, I could ending it. So if we could either A, take the Thoughtseize, they go Ragavan, we ending it. Or we take the Ragavan, we get Thoughtseized. Probably take our... Yeah, actually I think I take the Thoughtseize here. Oh man, that's brutal. Now they can dash Ragavan. Oh man. That's really funny. Yeah, you got it. Oops. They've hit an ending, sure. So they can cast Goyf now, which is kind of shitty. And we literally just can't do anything right now because we just have removal in our hand. So they can dash Ragavan, play Goyf next turn. That's... There is an argument for like Vindicating, but like I would like to see the Vindicate. Lingering Souls would be nice. And this is also the spot where like I'm arguing that and we need instant speed removal in the hand. Like I want the second decay. I feel like people are calling me crazy for wanting more decays when we have Prismatic Ending and Vindicate as our removal spells. And it's like you want you want your instant speed removal. I feel like there's certain aspects of deck building that like I kind of preach for, and this would be good, but they have double removal. I think I just have to spend the turn to Vindicate this. I've not seen any pushes. Nope. There are 3 in the list, though. God, that monkey's so annoying. Can they cycle this? Just cast that card, so they can't cycle. I don't think they have any planes anyway, but that is pretty funny. Yeah, so they have Lurrus in hand, so that we know their whole hand. So we'll probably just get Batterskull here. Because like they have double removal spell. If we draw a land, we could slam a Batterskull. They could probably go like dash Ragavan, double removal spell. think that's the play on their end. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure how much I like that play. I guess they for sure like take a Batter Skull. Yeah, that's a decent play. Yep. Yep. So discards would actually be good here because then we can take the Lurrus, and all they have is a Ragavan. Whitelisted. Whitelisted. We have a shot. The problem is they just Cruxa. Like, so it's like not even that good. Yeah, we just got obliterated here. So they go Cruxus plus Ragavan. Unfortunate. Don't know how we're beating this. Because we're not going to beat it. That's how. When an opponent plays Trinity Blood Moon and you no longer play Magic for the remainder of the game to a loss. If the opponent says good game at the end, how wrong is it? So no, it wasn't you play Magic. I didn't. So I'm gonna answer that question in a very in a mental health point of view, Roundsley. Because I think the answer to that question is gonna be very it's impossible to answer that question. I think the way I'm gonna approach answering that question is more for preservation of your own mental health, and that is to I think you just kind of have to just take that with a grain of salt, and you just have to move on. I don't think, like, what equity do you gain from answering the opponent like that? I'd argue that it's just not worth your energy and, you know, your mental fortitude just to kind of passively aggressively answer your opponent like that, right? Like I think from your opponent's point of view, maybe they had fun and obviously you did not, right? Because you were literally not able to cast any spells. That being said, I think it's one of those things where you just have to kind of just like move on from it, you know? Like it's a game and it sounds kind of like it sounds kind of like dodgy to answer your question that way, but I feel like it's just best to like ignore it and move on. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's only gonna upset you more when you go down that path. You know what I mean? Like if you answer with that, they're just gonna think you're a dick, and then it's like, and it's just people have fun in different ways, and it's especially in this game that's so complicated. Um, and I've had plenty of opponents where they're not the most pleasant, and you just move on because there's plenty of other people that you're gonna play with. And this is barring that they're not rude about it. Like if they're rude about it, that's another thing. Oh my god. If they're rude about it, that's a totally different question. Because if they're like being a dick to you, being like, "Oh yeah, I blood moon you," and it's like, well, that's different, right? I'm talking about someone I'm giving the person the benefit of the doubt that they are somewhat reasonable, and they didn't intend to come off douchey when they say that, and I think that's where I'm coming from. Because at the end of the day, it's like you're gonna have tilting losses, and handling these tilting losses in a way where you can kind of just shrug it off is gonna help you in the long run is kind of where I'm coming from in terms of answering the question the way I did. because I don't want to feed into, oh, XYZ, you know, you should have done this, you should have done that, blah 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 blah. It's like I don't think I want to go down that route. I'd rather just go down the route of like, how do you improve as a player, as a from a mentality point of view, right? I think that kind of gets overlooked, you know. Do I want to play around Blood Moon? They have Lurrus as a companion. They do not have Blood Moon. So let's get... Let's actually get Temple Garden here. So that way we have like Endurance and Sanctuary Anvak online. Let's do that, yeah. I feel like I'm answering your question in a very condescending way, but I want the point of how I'm answering it to come across correctly. You know what I mean? Okay, you got the push. Due to the nature of Magic and having cards that are lands, I don't know how good your deck is. There will be times where you just don't get to play. Yeah, I mean, like that game where I had like all those 3-drops in hand, and it's like I try not to tilt off. It's like very annoying. Like I am very annoyed, like how my win rate has just been plummeted the past like month. But you kind of just have to keep going, right? And definitely like in that situation, you could get got, right? Like, but at the same time, you just can't let that get to you either, you know. I'm just gonna attack, play Grist. They're gonna Lurrus Bobble, which is annoying, but what are you gonna do? And exactly, Zero. There's gonna be variance in the game, and you just have to just roll the punches. And then my problem with Zero Off is like, it's hard for me to distinguish like what's variance and what's just like the deck is just not like the deck needs adjustments. And I think I'm at the point where like I think this deck just needs to go to the trash. This version of like 60 card abs is just not working for me, and like I'm kind of frustrated, but then you can't let that frustration get to you, right? I also think that you're reflecting your view of what magic is on your opponent. Sure, you may not enjoy playing, trying to break out of present, but pushing your view that is not magic a dick move. However, sometimes you move the thing that's part of magic, maybe not the part of magic over, but still logic. Yeah, and it's like how you handle that too, right? Like everyone's version of fun's different, and you don't want to. Again, if your opponent is being not a douchebag and they're actually being pleasant, you know, they didn't want to be douchey to be like, oh yeah, good game, like that as the baseline. You don't want to come off cross like bad either when it's like your version of fun and their version of fun is not the same. You have to accept the fact that you lose in magic from either land flooding or cards that you just shut you down. It's still gonna happen at the end of the day. It's still a game. Yeah, I'm thinking good game that has been the default. I just started saying this. Yeah, I think that's just kind of the whole good game strategy is saying is just so awkward. I know a lot of people get mad when, you know, people say good game when it's like when they shouldn't, and all awkward. I think I'm gonna flashback souls here. So let's attack. They're probably not gonna block. Flashback souls. And we can just hold up Fatal Push. I think it's better than holding up Tarmogoyf when it can just get pushed. And I don't want to like use a push. I think like preemptive good games is just like such a weird topic in gaming. It's just been definitely a sensitive topic in a lot of sports, esports. Because like if you say good game first as the winner, you come across as douchey when the intention may not be the case. Like there's I could think of a handful of times where like I was the winner and it was like a really good game and I could tell my opponent was like very defeated, and like I feel bad because I was like, oh, like good game, and it's like as the winner like I shook my opponent's hand when maybe that might not have been like the proper etiquette, but like I was really excited, you know. Like I thought it was a really good game. Um, so I think it's just to each their own. I think. Okay. Which one of my 3 rules was do you want? Technically, one of these can't. 2 of these don't kill the lures that they have in their hand, but they can't cast it technically here because they thought seized. And they go to 8, so their life total is actually under a ton of pressure. Hobby holidays, yeah. It's all about assumptions, and you can't assume things. I think that's where you start getting into dangerous territory, right? Yeah, to be a good game no longer means that, and now is a version of Thanks By since it's so universally used that way. I would never fault someone for using it, but I agree. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's thanks for the game is definitely like the safer call, but it's like a social cue, right? And we all have to admit that like Magic players don't all have great social cues. Like let's be real here. That's like the baseline. You know, like Magic players sorry, like they don't have they're just not very great social people, right? Like no way about it. So um I think we hold the I think we just attack like this. I wonder with a block. Yeah. So they have Lurrus in hand. We lost a token survival is currently active. That's fair. That's fair. Good observation, Grace. I'll give you that. So if they go like Lurrus dash Ragavan, we just push the Ragavan, vindicate the Lurrus, and then they just don't have anything. Yeah, I think online gaming communities and toxicity of those environments have changed to being a good game to each their own is a good way to think. I like GG and good gaming different things definitely. Yeah, exactly. Like they literally stand for the same thing. Like GG and good game literally are the same thing, but like good game is actually like, oh, okay, you read it out loud, but then like GG is like so offensive, you know? So it's just kind of funny how it worked out like that. Maybe I should have played this on 1. That was a great draw. Exactly. I'm highly offended. Highly offended. So they get 2 draws here. I mean, and it's not, and like you shouldn't feel like it's nothing to donk on you either, right? It's not like what you're feeling is like out of nowhere. I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. Like I feel like you're not alone in that kind of discussion about good game and like sports etiquette, right? So it's like it's reasonable to feel that way. Yeah. To play around a discard spell, I'm gonna play this. Because I don't want them to go like discard spell, take my push, dash Ragavan. That's how we lose this game, I think. But yeah, like I think your feelings are like how you like with how your opponent like reacted to you. I think it's definitely a reasonable way to feel that way. Because I'm guilty about that too, right? Like there are plenty of times where my opponent was kind of borderline rude, and it's like, were they actually rude, or did I just take it the wrong way? And it's okay. How about a threat? Okay. That's not exactly a threat, but I'll take it. Okay. We're in a holding pattern, boys. We're in a holding pattern. We just need to deal one more point of damage. What? We should have up like a... I'm going to keep that in case they Kolagons command me. How about we put up a poll of if I'm going to win or lose this game? I have a feeling we're going to lose this game. I will bet you anything. We're going to lose this game. Okay, opponent knows we have a push. Opponent doesn't want to play under a EE. Oh. Okay, they get a peatland back, which is actually scary. Do they have Veil of Summers in hand? Okay, they're just gonna crack it. It's fine. Oh man. Take our red and 6 removal spell. What are good draws here? Sanctifier. Tarmogoyf. Any threat, really. Any threat. That counts. We could hard cast Cauldra, too. Oh, did I board out Cauldra? I did, huh? Okay, do we want to play around Kolaghan's command? I don't think we play around Kolaghan's command. I mean, I think we do play around Kolaghan's command. Play a land here. And the way we play around Kolaghan's command, we just wait another turn. Hope to draw a land and we can slam Batterskull here. I'll probably just double fetch in a turn. Another Lingering Souls would be great. Okay. Since I have another push in there, we're going to just push this. Because I feel like they have, like, another one drop or something. Yeah. So let's get a Overgrown Tomb, I think. Sanctifier. Tarmogoyf. No Unholy. Oh, they need double heat. 6/7. Do they have double heat? They don't. Do they have Kolaghan's command? Do they have Kolaghan's command plus Unholy Heat? Okay. So they did have the Kolaghan's command, which you played around. Okay. I kind of want to try the Lurrus list as a companion. Like, I might actually just try it today. If this match goes bad. It has like Void Walkers. Sorry, it's hard to see. But like, some posting this card off screenshots off their phone. But it's like Void Walkers, Hex Drinkers, Tarmogoyfs, and Turax. It seems sweet, but it only has 21 lands, so I might change it a little bit. So do they have Terminate? So they probably have Terminate here. Targeting themselves. Unless they're trying to dig into Terminate. So let's crack this. Get another Overgrown Tomb. Just in case we draw a Scavenging Ooze here. Push this. Okay, so they did not concede, so they have Terminate. Or are they trying to dig Terminate here? Decay. So we're going to hold off on decaying now. Do I want to deny him one more crack land? I think I do. I think I do. They got to shut off that engine of them drawing a card every turn. They had another one. Okay. We have to answer that anyway, so I'm just going to bolt it. Dash Ragavan. I mean, no Kolaghan's command means... Oh, they're not dashing. We're going to answer this now, though. And now we have enough mana to bounce Batterskull and crack EE if they want to dash Ragavan, which I'm surprised they didn't do. Or am I reading it wrong? Do they not have a Ragavan in hand? They might not have a Ragavan in hand. I'm just being dumb. Don't Kolaghan's command me here. Alright, Batterskull. Get in there. Get in there. Am I like supposed to like not board out calls right here? Okay, that's a dead card. Okay, so they probably have a rule spell here. Kaya. Interesting. Do they have an Unholy Heat? Yep. Do this. Well, plus Lurrus. And a Bauble, I think. I guess we could take out Red and 6. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Kaya. Okay, you got it. Gonna bounce Batterskull here. Okay, Prismatic ending that. We're going to exile Bauble and a Ragavan. Gain 2 life here. And we'll slam a Batterskull. So they have to deal with 2 threats, Kaya and a Batterskull. We're at turn 20. What a game. Kaya. Kaya, baby. Do we keep in Cauldra? I don't think we do, right? Like, that was a very loose spot of just like Cauldra actually like doing something. I think we just gotta roll with this. I don't think we want Cauldra still. Come on, deck. I think we're gonna keep these two impactful hands. If they have turn 1 Ragavan, we're like essentially dead. Okay. Okay, they don't have a turn 1 Ragavan. Fantastic. Probably should have played the Heath. Ball trick themselves. Okay. Gonna have to just decay that, unfortunately. Get a P-land here. Or Triome here, sorry. I think I just go Abrupt Decay, kill Ren. Yeah, I think I'll go Abrupt Decay. I'm trying to figure out what land I get. I think I just get Overgrown too. Just can't let the ring get more value. Just put Lurrus in hand, yeah. Awkward here. If they probably have to go Temple Garden, just so in case I draw Sanctifier. So I'll get Temple Garden. Yeah, Temple Garden to eat the Mishra's Bauble. I'm just gonna call Gon's command my scavenging ooze. Golly. Golly. Uh-oh. Oh, I fucked up. That's a play. I should always just... That's just such a rookie mistake on my part. Rookie mistake. Should just fetch beforehand. Just gonna prismatic ending this. I'm ending over pushing because I don't want them to recur with Kolaghan's command. Yeah. Forest was exiled. Yep. It's a big goif. I think I'm gonna have to push this goif, unfortunately. I'll probably block Ragavan. I'm trying to figure out if I want to. That's fine. Okay. I think I go Overgrown Tomb here. Endurance. I think we just end step that. Dolly stop. I hope as they like play the mire and then they crack it. I think I just have to cash this in now. I think I have to walk my dog after this match. Ouch. That's pretty bad. I think we have to discard the Batterskull. Skull. So we need a removal spell here. I guess that counts. I guess that counts. Okay. That EU was a pretty good top deck. Being able to wipe up Ren and Goyf is pretty clutch. Oh. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Liliana? Running hot. Endurance, can you cross the finish line for us? Okay. They have Delirium. So we're going to not attack. And they're gonna attack into our endurance here. We can block. Assuming they don't have anything else. I guess I should have played this because they had Kolaghan's command. They played Verdant Catacombs. Attack. We block. Endurance coming in clutch. Endurance coming in clutch. Play that. And Endurance cross the finish line. Oh my god. Please don't get anything good. They hit a Sophie. Oh my god. Oh, that's so bad for us. Oh my goodness. We need a removal spell off the top. Instant speed. I guess we just have the prismatic ending this. And I'm gonna just keep endurance back because I don't want to get like Red Game is just gonna outvalue us here, so we just need to kind of stay back a little bit. I really hope they don't draw like a Unholy Heat or something. Decent. Decent. Curse is decent. The value. The value. The value. The grist plus value play. Too bad we couldn't cast it this turn. This would have been exactly lethal. Grist Almighty, yeah. Opponent's like, how did we lose against this dumb prismatic ending grist endurance timeless dragon deck? That's what they're wondering. The sad bolt. Okay. They're gonna try to get a blocker, I guess. Or Lingering Souls would be very bad for us. Oh my god, are you kidding me? They hit Kaya's Guile? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I milled a grist. I get to mill 2 things. That's actually really funny. Well, there's no point in Liliana minusing here, I don't think. So we're just going to pressure their hand. Yeah, I wasn't entwined. They discarded a Ragavan, so they have another one? So we... Like, that... The Yard Exile's so clutch, too, because, like, we don't have creatures in the graveyard anymore. We could have, Grist ultimated them. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, we were pretty close. I mean, they were at 4 before the Kaya's Guile, so... Attacking me? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Goyf. This was a good game, to say the least. Just making sure it's like my graveyard and not opponents. I'm Jack's Endless Frustration with the Monkey. Yeah, it's a pretty frustrating Magic card, for sure. Oh my god. If we crawl back from that game, that's kind of crazy. This is turn 15. Okay. Wow. We were so close to dying here. We're at 1. Wow. So they have a... Oh, we just die, huh? GG. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go walk the dog, and I might just drop and play another deck. I will be right back. That is a good point, Grace. Maybe I should have down ticked. I feel like I didn't want to like. It's like turn 15. It's gonna take too long to get there. I think I'm gonna just play one more match just for fun, because I don't have time to start another league, and I think it's best to kind of take a step back and obviously reassess. But I might just play this another match just for fun, just to hang out, right? Maybe even just finish the league if we win this next match. But yeah, I think I just need to take a step back and try something different. The organ is not working. 60 cards not working. I think you try something else. And it's just like a combination of just like not drawing our third land, which is kind of unfortunate sometimes. And then we have like sometimes our opponent just has it. They hit the Gaia's Kyle, which is so brutal. That was such a brutal Ragavan hit. Yeah, there are tons of stuff to explore in these colors, and I feel like kind of want to try like something unfair in these colors too. It's like you just can't play fair games in anymore, and I've been saying that for a while now, but it's like especially so like to play fair, you need something absurdly unfair, kind of. Yeah, in the first slot, it's like Ragavan is just like a busted card, you know. Have I tried Abzan food? Brownsley in the chat. I don't know if he's still. Oh, yeah, he is. Brownsley's in the chat. He played like an Orzhov food list, splashing light for like a really light green splash. Skyclave, the argument against Skyclave apparitions is it doesn't hit Saga tokens, which is fair. But I do like Skyclave apparition. But again, like this goes back to the thing before where it's like, oh God. I think we got the mulligan this. We can't cast this on turn 1. Sounds better. I think it goes back to the argument of just like, well, we're talking about all these great threes. We're talking about all these great 3 drops, right? And it's like, we're against Tron, so I guess we can just get swap here. It's all these great 3 drops. I just add so much clunk. Oh, we're against mono blue Tron. I see. I see how it is. I go turn 2 Stoneforge. They go land. I go turn 3 Cauldra. They go nothing. I think I take the Filigree Familiar here. Just because it's the blocker. Yeah, I agree. I do think Skyclave does answer a lot, though. It's a pretty island. Very pretty island. So, get a Gaulish right here. Get a Cauldra. Pass turn. The thing about Crime Punishment, like I tested a ton and just like I just never liked it. I don't know why. It just like I think it was like only good against the food decks, and that's what kind of took me off it, or against Saga decks. Like trying and then like ran into like all these creature decks where like trying to wipe a board of 2 drops costs 4 mana, and it was just like kind of brutal. So next turn we can go Tarmogoyf plus Cycle. Don't draw Tron, please. If they draw Tron plus Ugin, not gonna be pretty. I just enjoy playing Azure so much more than anything else. I agree. Like, it's not like I'm not enjoying these games. Like, the last game against the Jund deck was really fun. Like, I enjoyed it, right? Like, even though we lost, it was a ton of fun. But it's just like, we have to start thinking about trying to win too, you know? And it's like, this is not a winning formula. It's just not. Of course they did. Of course they did. Of course they did. Feels like Abzan should be able to beat a bunch of 2-drops without punishment. Yeah, but then when but you're not gonna not board it in, right? And then when you board it in, and it feels awkward, is the point. Like, it was against like Thalia, I think. Oh, sorry, it was against Esper Sentinel, and it was just like, it was a spot where like you couldn't really afford to like give him the cards, and then you kind of have to, and it's just like, it gets pretty expensive. And engine, yeah, exactly right. I feel like engine explosives is just better. I think ending only tags a map, so I think we would board out pretty much all of them. Just have an endurance instead, I think, in this slot. I think we could also probably board out a decay. It is good against Hammer Infinity list as well. Yeah, exactly. Like, if we're gonna play Cram Punishment, maybe Mal's just play Engineer Explosives, I think. Oh my god. It's like heads like these too. Where it's just like, what are you gonna do? Sure. What sucks is like repeal totally gets us too. Unfortunate. I guess I just called Liliana here. Sorry. Start pressuring. We could attempt to try to like vindicate the tower, but we could also just do that next turn. Field run. Interesting. Backyard on me all day. Yeah. I think I go like plus discard Dabbing Spear and then vindicate a tower here. Or I could also I don't know if I want to vindicate a island just because they have the field run in play. I think they're probably going to counter whatever we play anyway. So let's just plus with Liliana here. Vindicating lands have backfired me all day. That against like against the Yawg deck, like I think it was 100% correct to vindicate that land because they did miss the third land drop, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's really that big of a gamble if they went like untap, only had one land in play and passed the turn, or two lands in play, didn't play the third land and passed the turn, right? Okay. So we are close to ultimating here. Wish we had a land so we can just play it. These Leonel and plussing has been kind of awkward here. Oblivion Stone. Since they are kind of far off Tron, I am kind of tempted to just like not ultimately here. Oh. Interesting. Thought Not Seer in this deck. Yeah. I mean, technically, the Stamping Swords aren't doing anything because there's far off Tron anyway. I think I'm gonna plus delay for one more turn. And then just ultimate next turn. Probably split like these two creatures and then like the Field of Ruin versus like everything else, maybe. Did they not realize I have a Treetop Village in play? Interesting. Do they have Spatial Contortion? Oh, they have Field of Ruin. Duh. What am I doing? What am I thinking? Duh. I mean, the good news is we can just block here. Get a card out of it. Oh man. I think I plus here. And then next turn we just ultimate. This is kind of just how it is nowadays, huh? That's just how our night is going. Just triple low down. I mean, it's fine. I mean, if I knew I was going to draw two Lilians back to back, I would ultimate the last turn. But, you know. You know. Sometimes you only draw Lily. Yeah. Sometimes. That's all you do. You like the new Hydra mainland? You mean the green one? Interesting. What are you casting on turn 1 with green mana? Do you have like Hex Drinkers in your list or like Ignoble Hierarchs? I definitely like Treetop Village though. Bubble Bathing 87, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Because like if you're trying to play it on turn 1, it's great, but then like what green cards do you have? If you don't have any green cards to cast on turn 1, then you're not really taking advantage of it producing green mana, right? Yeah. So it's like, why not just play Treetop? Unless you think that the trample is irrelevant. Okay. Probably split the Fiend, Power Plant, and one island. So they can go 5 and 2, or we can go 4-3. If I split like this, they'll probably keep the lands. If I split like this, they'll probably keep this. Yeah, the black one does suck. Not gonna lie, low-key. Low-key. Pretty shitty. Sorry, black one. If I go like this, I feel like they're gonna keep this. But if I go like this, they'll probably keep the 5-lander. I think I kind of want to go like this. They might keep the one with the Elder Deep Fiend, and we can just Edict it, and they're just far off casting more things. So let's go like that. Okay. And hopefully they don't have a Condescend or anything. And then we can Liliana minus the Deep Fiend. Oh no. They're close to Tron. I mean, this Goyf can race them. Discard Spell would probably be the best, because then we can protect the Leon in case they do have like a Condescend or something. Kaya. Okay. Okay. Finally start attacking our opponent, and it's turn 9. I'm gonna... Do I have... Caulder's already in the graveyard. I don't think we need the land, so I kind of want to just Lily on a plus. Discard the Swamp. Play around Condescend here. Ooh. So then let's Kaya here. Exile creature and land. The thing about those, like, none of the cards are seeing play though. Like those man lands from the D&D set, like none of them are seeing play, which is unfortunate. Because they're kind of cool design too. Like, I could imagine the green one seeing play if you have like Hex Drinkers and Ignoble Hierarchs. Like, that makes a ton of sense. I think I'll just run it back. Oh, really? I haven't seen it. I still see Colonnade and I see a lot of like decks playing like an off-color Triumph for Prismatic Ending, so they can't really run too many of those. So, oh, interesting. Interesting. Green Man Stompy. Oh, the something Paladin, like Steel whatever Paladin. Steel Leaf Paladin? Steel Leaf Paladin? How far off am I? How far am I? Oh god, my OBS just froze. Didn't want me to look it up. I think we're gonna mulligan on this hand. I think we want to discard spell. This hand's exactly the same. I don't think we can go to 5. Steel Leaf Champion, I think? Oh, Relic, sure, you got it. Gotta try on with that. Can't cast Endurance with this hand, unfortunately. Still can't cast that Endurance. Don't condescend me, please. Think about these blue Tron lists, they run repeal. So like getting Cauldra is like so dicey, but I feel like we need to do it. We get into the land, we can also hardcast with Timeless Dragon, which is gonna be pretty good too. Yeah, I agree with you. This card's so cute. So cute. Alright, let's Inquisition. Oh, we take the repeal. Let's go. Take the repeal out of here. They don't block. Interesting. They drew the mine. Okay. So what are they going to take here? They'll probably take the Timeless Dragon, honestly. Like, they have Relic for Tarmogoyf. Unless I think they're kind of close to getting close to casting Endurance. Oh, thank you for the subs, Zeroff. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the Prime sub. Thank you for the support, as always, even though we're kind of getting destroyed here. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Seven, 8, 9. So they're pretty much saying they're not going to block with that. Okay, that was a pretty good draw. Taking an Emerald's Breedes. Thank you again. Thank you so much, Zeroff. Really appreciate the support. Appreciate the sub. Just take the Emerald here. Exposes the Blast Zone to just put it on 2 and just swipe the board, but I don't know why I like that card so much. It's a cool card. If this card is seeing modern play, I think we're in a good spot. Okay, we can't exactly... Actually, I could. So I could get really aggressive here. I could go Stoneforge. And then, like, get a sword. And then our opponent can put the Blast Zone on 2, untap, crack Blast Zone. We just flash in the sword with the Stoneforge Mystic already in play. Untap, equip sword to Frex to the Cauldron attack. That's super aggressive. It loses the repeal. Should we just make him have it? I think we just make him have it. Ooh, Batterskull's also an option, yeah. Maybe Batterskull is probably better because it plays around 100% around repeal. So Batterskull is probably like the middle ground here. Yeah, I like where you're at, Zeroff. Yeah. Yeah. I like how the relic numbers with the Emrakul. It's kind of funny. Are they not going to activate this? They are. Which makes sense. They wanted all the information before they take up the blast zone, which makes sense. Sequencing makes sense, opponent. Sequencing makes sense. So they could crack this. I don't know what the timing would be, honestly. Like when they should crack it. I thought they had Tron for a second. My heart skipped a beat. Just a second. Okay. Damping Spear. You get 2 draws off that? It's pretty bad. No, because I can't get another thing in the graveyard. And then the TKS can just block the Stoneforge. Ooh, but I can't play this into their blast zone, though. Do I just play this Damping Sphere? Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe I just do play it out. The thing is, like, if they hit Tron, though, they don't lose anything. 'Cause then they have... But we make them have Tron, right? So I think we do this. I really wish I had green mana. And we could have just, like... flashed this in. Okay, they don't have Tron. So they have 4 mana, though. Yeah. Like, they crack this, and then if they top deck Tower, they would have enough mana. Oh my god, they have Ugin. Oh god. Oh, that's so awkward. Cause they just minus again. Oh, we really need a green source here because we can flash in the endurance and then attack. But we're gonna have to kind of like distract them, right? Not having second green is really awful for us. That lane also works. Yikes. Yeah, so they attack for 9 plus 3, go to 12, and then we die the wound again. Good game, opponent. Let's finish the league. Why not? We're all just hanging out anyway. Yeah, this deck is going in the trash can. Straight in the trash can. Oh. There's nothing in the graveyards, Ralph. They cleared the guards with the relic. So they are a 2/3 after both the Solemn and the Fox card were in the graveyard. It was a 0/1 at the time. Unless I missed something. And I want to look back. I'm pretty sure it was the Goy for were 0/1. I'm gonna double check. It was a 0/1 or it was a 2/3 chaos. I guess it's hard to distinguish what you're saying. It was a 0/1? Okay, I trust you. Yeah. Which is why I didn't go for the attack. I mean, if it did have a power, yeah, then we would have had lethal, but the relic was definitely clutch there. This is great. This deck is great. Oh yeah, for sure. I know like quality of my stream is not that great because it already like I would like to increase the quality of the stream too, so it's a little more visible, but I'm streaming on a laptop and my OBS already freezes like every now and then I can't read chat, and I think it's probably because I upped the quality already from what I did already, so more than anything, probably too. I'm sure that doesn't help either. I hate using Twitch on mobile. I actually only watch Twitch on mobile, actually. Although it is a lot nicer when you do watch it on a computer. But that's probably because I have a laptop. I don't have like a nice desktop setup or anything. So we're going for the nice 0-4 match here. Oh, man. Let me look up this list that I might want to try next. It's a little late for this, but this is what I'm thinking for next stream, which might be this weekend as we're waiting for our last round opponent. This is a modern challenge list that went 5-2 with Lurrus as a companion. Why is it formatted so weird? There you go. So it's like Lurrus as a companion. It's like very similar to Rock. So it's like Lurrus with Hextricker, Voidwalker, Skoos, Tarmogoyf, Tarak. Interesting conclusions are like a 1-up Blood Chief's Thirst, which is interesting. 3 push, 3 inquisition, 3 pending, 1 trophy. A dam, lingering souls, vindicate. I might want to try something like this. I might try this exact same 75 and then change what I want from it. Cause like whatever I'm doing is just like not working. Is it the Stoneforge package? Is the deck too clunky? Do I need to go low to the ground with something like this? I don't know. This might be a quick preview. Oops, sorry, opponent. Put this over here. Like this, something like this might just have to be where we have to. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try this next. Torp Orb for Elementals is kind of cute too. So I think so too, Chaos. But like, what is the white gonna do here? Right? Is white for Lingering Souls and Vindicate Prismatic and is that good enough? I don't know. I think that's something that it's worth exploring, right? But I did want to try that list. I wanted to give this list one last go, but I think this is just a nail in the coffin. I don't think we can work that build. Oh my god. We have a tournament rule spell against Lurrus. We need to spike a green. Source 16 out of 53. Don't think that's good enough. But if we top deck a green source, we could go Goyf on 3. Or if we just top any land, we get a Liliana on the play. I actually think we might keep this. I think we're going to keep this. So I think going Prismatic Ending into Liliana against a Lurrus deck is actually acceptable. So we like go Gauntlet Shrine here. And then we go turn 2 Prismatic Ending because that's going to be our turn anyway. And then if we draw another land, we can go Liliana. Is this Boggles? It's Boggles. Oh, we're not going to draw a third land this game, are we? Oh, we do. We do. Okay. Okay. Can we beat Boggles? Can we, for the love of Jesus, beat Boggles? Don't play another creature. Don't play another creature. White mana? I don't think it's a white boggle. Yeah. You're not wrong, Chaos. Okay, you got a 4-1. This goes too. It's gonna be good against Lurrus too. I mean, against stuff like Yawgmoth, right? Like, Voidwalker definitely is better. Probably Liliana plus discard sword. Play Scavenging Ooze. Ledgewalker. Okay. That was actually a really good draw. Because we can like Prismatic ending the Rancor. And then Flashback Souls and then just chump the Ledgewalker. Trying to figure out what I want to discard here. Is it just the Lingering Souls? It could also just be discarding the sword too. I think discarding sword's probably the best. It's between sword or scoos. I think we're gonna need scoos later in the game. We could just hardcast souls and then prismatic and then the rancor too. So sorcery plus artifact means it's a 5. I think I play Canopy, discard souls, flashback souls, prismatic into the rancor, attack, goes to 5, go to 7, and then I can present lethal by going sword equip if we draw a land next turn. So let's do that. Goif will be a 4/5, at least after I discard Lingering Souls here. If I flash it back, it'll go back into it 3/4. But Prismatic will turn into a 4/5 automatically. I forgot. Yeah, Prismatic will make it bigger. So I like this line because... Interesting. Okay. So attack given no information. So now if we top deck a land, we have lethal. So they need another Rancor to enter this Liliana. Okay. Do they have a pump? We just jump in the Liliana my ass, so they need another creature. Interesting. We're gonna block. Right. Who would have thought? Okay. Explosives, grist, force. Damn. Kaya is actually kind of absurd in this deck. I think we want all the discard. I guess we can trim the decay. I don't know. We can trim the pushes, right? Because they're kind of dead. Trim the Timeless Dragon. Grist is good. I like in the matchup or in general. I really like Grist a lot. Maybe not in this matchup though. Oh, but we need enough green cards. I like Grist in general. It's been really good for me. I mean, it looked kind of poor the last match where we just got destroyed anyway, but in general, it's pretty good. Maybe I trimmed a Stoneforge package. Something like this. Keep these two. Maybe I only want one grist, maybe. Maybe we'd draw the Thoughtseize. They're kind of all in on the ley lines, right? So. Yeah, I think I like keeping Kaldra. I like Scoos. You kind of want enough green cards for Forest, which is why I'm kind of keeping Scoos. And they also are a Lurrus deck, too. Which is why I'm kind of opting to keep the Scoos. If they didn't have a Lurrus, then Skoo's kind of an easy out. But they do have Growth Spoon again, so like you could exile those. Classic no green card. We can end up being able to... Oh, the thing about Boggles too is Call just stonewalls them completely. I think that's also a key thing to point out. I don't want that to be mistaken. Like Cauldra stonewalls them so hard because of like the first strike. Like if you read Cauldra, like it fucks Boggles really badly actually, like comically. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. I wonder if we're at a spot where they're like double ending the enchantments. Maybe not. We're taking a lot of damage here. I kind of want to just ending the armor. Just to like save some amount of life. I wish I had a green card for this force. Yeah, I think we just do that. Perfect. I'll take it. Opponent's gonna be mad that we have another Leona. Sweet justice. I respect our opponent for playing on. Respect. Grispoon, okay. So here we're gonna probably just get Cauldra here. So again, like, it just commented that creature and it exiles that creature. And it has first strike. So it gets around all the Umbras, which is crazy. Cool. So this, again, this base list, I have not been doing great at all. I think I'm just gonna have to change it up and just try a totally different shell. I think I should have to break this all down and just try something else. Again, I might try something like this next league, like Lurrus as a companion. For those who are, you know, tuned into the channel for a while, like I always say companions are just broken, inherently broken. So I might try something like this. I kind of want to see like Concealed Courtyards on this list instead of Blooming Marshes, just because of Prismatic Ending. So having like a painless Tron and White Source is what you kind of want, right? I really wish I liked Text Drinker. I've liked Text Drinker I think it's actually not that bad in the meta right now, where there's just a lot of unholy heats. There's actually not a lot of sorcery speed removal. We're the only deck actually playing sorcery speed removal, but like there are a lot of prismatic innings, but like the decks that are playing like black red, like the deck that we played earlier, is just like it's just unholy heats and bolts. So yeah, I agree. I think this version of the deck is just too slow. And then, like even when it's like you think it'd grind better, like we it just cannot beat Esper control. Like that match is just like unwinnable. So I might try something similar to this. I don't know if I'll play this exact same Sony 5 or if I'll like might make my own personal kind of decisions on what I would play in like a Lurrus build, because like I do think you want to conceal Courtyard instead of Blooming Marsh just because of prismatic ending on turn one. Grayson one, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. The Urborg is interesting. I wonder if Urborg um is needed. I always need green mana early. What do you mean by that? The thing about it, though, is like I was cut off of green. Like I think there's a game where like I didn't have a green source, if that's what you're referencing. But that game, like it's not like I'm running less green sources. I'm just shifting the type of lands around. So like I'm advocating like instead of having 3 blooming marshes, you'd have like 2 concealed courtyard, 1 blooming marsh, and then you'd swap like a nurturing, a silent clearing to a nurturing peatland. That's kind of like what I'm trying to advocate. I'm not saying cut your green sources. I'm saying move the green sources around. So like right here, like I'd have a concealed courtyard and then just run an overgrown tomb or something like that. You know what I mean? So don't run less green sources, just shift it around. Because I think we're just so like used to going green black as our base, and it's like you can still run the same color amount of color sources, but just have concealed courtyard. I say straight modern Abzan Stoneblade with rhinos. I think that's the thing, that we're going down this rabbit hole where like we're going clunkier and clunkier, and Siege Rhino's not going to help those matchups. Like Siege Rhino's not helping anything here. I know people love the rhinos, and I do too. It's like my follow notification, but we can't go down this rabbit hole like of just trying to jam cards that are just not modern playable anymore. A card that I would like is like endurance. I think endurance is really good, but like this deck doesn't even run sanctifiers either. I think sanctifiers are also very very good, but maybe there's not enough white sources. I don't know. Maybe I might go like black white. Oh, but you want Hex Shrinker as your green source early on. Never mind. I totally forgot about Hex Shrinker. Maybe you stick with that. Totally forgot about Hex Shrinker. Then you probably need Living Marshes. Help my soul. Yeah, that makes sense. And like people like Grixis are playing like Dress Down now to like play around Sanctifiers, which is pretty annoying too. Yeah, I might try this. I gotta sleep on it. I'm gonna try building this. I don't know how much I like Castle Lochthwain either. Maybe I'll just copy this mana base. Maybe I'll just play the exact same 75 and then make changes from there. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might just try this. But that'll be next time. So my next year will probably be this weekend, probably Sunday. Probably Sunday. Let me see. It's either gonna be Saturday, Sunday. I'm not gonna be able to stream this weekend. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Sunday. If you have mana to sync in text to, the castle doesn't seem too far fetched. Yeah. Yeah, I just am scared of Let me see how many black sources there that are untapped. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's enough black sources for turn 1 Thoughtseize. So maybe this castle is okay. I also just love castle. I'm just so scared to run in a 3-color deck. But maybe I just need to just try it. I just gotta try the 75 next stream, which will be probably Sunday. But that'll do it for me. I really appreciate everyone for hanging out and tuning in. Let's find someone with not many viewers to send the love here. If there's any preferences on who to rate, give a shout out here. Someone who's streaming mode though. Oh, you want 14. 14 is the magic number. So let me double count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. So Frank Carson recommends 14 black sources for turn 1. Is there any preferences? I guess we could just rate Cotterman again. I always feel like I'm always rating him, so let's rate this person. There's not much people that stream this late. I feel like I'm the only one. But yeah, I really appreciate for tuning in and hanging out. If you guys want to support the channel, you guys can hit that follow button. If you guys want to get stream updates, you guys can follow me on Twitter. That's when you'll get updates on when I'll go live. You guys can check out the Discord if you guys want to hang out. And that, let's send Bruce by the Magic Guy some love. Hope to catch you guys on Sunday, where I'll probably be streaming some other list. I'm kind of spitballing ideas around. I'm going to sleep on it. The Lurrus deck is for sure, but it is the most recent list that did well, so I might just try that. Or if there's like an Abzan list at 5-0, I might try that too. We'll see. This is just the most recent list that did well, so again, thanks so much for tuning in and hanging out. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.